What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So in today's video, first of all, I feel like we should just address the fact that we have finally passed 300 subscribers. I've probably been at this thing for like roughly around a month or so, maybe a couple months, and we've gained like 100 subscribers in that time period. Thank you so much. Let's keep it up. As I said, trying to get to 1,000 by the end of this year. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to it like before the end of this year. That would be amazing. But thank you so much. As you see here, we have the lovely Ron Rivera with the Washington Commanders. What I'm going to do, is try something new. Particularly, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get rid of Dan Schneider, and we're gonna try to make this Washington organization function, within the next couple of years. So I don't know if this is like a one-part deal. I don't know if it's gonna be a two-part. I just figured, you know, why not try it? And we'll see if this catches on with the channel or not. But I'm gonna go ahead, just quickly set up everything, and we'll be right back. You know who would want to buy the Washington Commanders and make them, you know, kind of back to their glory days? Elon Musk. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Elon Musk, and we're gonna rebuild the stadium. We're gonna look over the roster. We're gonna pretty much take this thing within the next, you know, reasonable 3 to 4 years, as Elon Musk, and just see how good we can make this team. We're going to try to be realistic with it. We're going to go off of the current NFL news, and we're going to start at the current NFL starting point, I guess, according to this video, which would be, I guess, like right before the NFL draft, and go from there. With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead, set everything up, and we're going to hop into it. Obviously, we have Elon Musk here, so you know, this should be very interesting. He has the money, so the fun shouldn't be a problem, but you never know. The NFL does crazy things to people, and much like the Panthers, we think we found our guy. Okay, so just before we get into it, obviously for the career settings, we're going to run with typical sliders, all Madden simulation, 9-minute quarters, and injuries, I believe, are going to be on. Yeah, injuries are on, pre-existing injuries are off. Relocation, we're going to leave at normal because we are not relocating the Washington Commanders. If you guys want to see me do this type of thing with the rebuild, definitely let me know. But we're just kind of rocking with it here. Salary cap is going to remain. You know what? No, sorry. I was just thinking, Elon Musk is a billionaire. Should we turn the salary cap off? No, we got to follow the NFL rules. We might be the owners of Walmart, maybe even richer, but you know, we'll abide to it. Because it does affect other teams. Trade deadline will be on. We're going to have progressive fatigue is on. And then we're also going to have the play call limit at 3, just in case we do hop in. Obviously, I don't think that's... Well, I mean, we'll see if it happens in this video. I really don't know. I just want to get past the draft with the new stadium. And, yeah, so I guess this is kind of a setup video. But, yeah, so that's what we got going on. Okay, so before we go ahead and get into the NFL draft, the first thing that we need to do is change the stadium. Washington Stadium, I'm sure you've seen it. There has been sewage falling all over the fans. Like, you know, I guess Patrick Mahomes' wife, was that? No, that was the Chiefs Stadium. Never mind. Nothing about Patrick Mahomes' wife, actually. But anyway, so yeah, like sewage has been all over the place. Traffic is horrible there from what I hear. We're just going to go ahead and build them a new stadium. It needs to be done. I feel like for Washington, obviously we have to go to like the next step, but for Washington, I feel like we kind of want to keep the same idea. I mean, like, we'll see how far we get, but I have an idea of what kind of stadium we want. Okay, so this is the second step, and this is actually choosing the stadium. We put in a request to have the stadium be built. We want a new stadium. Here's the actual next step. So I'm thinking we're just gonna go with basic here. I know we have Elon Musk, but we gotta make sure that we're taking care of our mentals up here, and also taking care of our wallet money. So with that being said, we have this type of stadium, we have the futuristic stadium, we have the hybrid stadium, and then we have the Spirit and the traditional. Then we have the deluxe. It's all the same thing. If you haven't seen this, I should maybe do another video. Let's get 3 likes on this video if you guys want me to show you how to do a Madden, I guess, stadium rebuild or relocation. Just like a little tutorial video. But for this video, what I'm thinking we're gonna go ahead and do, what is a good stadium to pick for the Commanders? I feel like, you know what, the Commanders, like, they're perceived as new. Like, you know, they're newer, like, going into the new modern era, almost futuristic era of the NFL with all this high technology and just rebranding of the name. And we're not going to talk about the pig mascot. I feel like having the basic futuristic stadium represents what the NFL has right now. You see all these futuristic stadiums in the NFL. Why doesn't Washington get their own? So you know what? Elon Musk is like, no, we're going to put that money in. We're going to go ahead and build that futuristic stadium that everybody's looking for. Everything is level 2. Excellent. Okay, so here we are. We are at the current point in the NFL right before the NFL draft. Free agency, for the most part, is over with, but we are still here. And let's just go ahead and check out the roster here. So if we go over to manage roster, check the lineup. I'm not entirely sure how well. Okay, so we got Jacoby Brissett. I mean, this is as accurate as it's going to get in terms of like what the team is actually looking like to this point in free agency in real life. So we have McLaurin, we have Curtis Samuel, we have Dotson. I am thinking we're going to be rocking with Brian Robinson Jr. Sorry, I am having a stroke. Robinson Jr., Gibson still on the team. We just got the new quarterback, Jacoby Brissett. He's 30 years old. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to be the guy for us, but you know, he might be the transitional mentor type of quarterback. I actually do want to check here to see if he is a mentor. He's a bridge quarterback, so he's not a mentor, which isn't exactly great. Ideally in the draft, well, a couple things that, just looking at the offense, that we need to address is the offensive line. They're not getting any younger. I'm actually thinking that maybe we actually might make a quick trade really quick, but we need to address the quarterback position, tight end position, possibly. Logan Thomas, he's starting to progress. The offensive line needs a bit of fixing. And then, I mean, honestly, the defense overall looks pretty good. Secondary could use a little bit of help. Free safety, we have Butler here. We need Butler. We need him to. We need a better player there. Right outside linebacker, we need better. Middle linebacker, we need better because we no longer have Holcomb. He went to the Steelers in free agency. So I mean, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge here, but I think that we can do it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and make a quick trade here. Let me see if I can go to the trade center, and I want to try to get, because I know this is he's actually on the trading block right now from the Bengals, but they're left tackle because they just signed Orlando Brown. I'm curious to see if he's gonna be available here. Oh, he's not here. He's on the Chiefs right now. Looks like he either got traded there or something. We're gonna go ahead and try to trade for him, put him as our left tackle, move Leno over. I'm gonna try to trade a 2nd round pick and a 5th round pick. I'm pretty sure this should do it. And yeah, so just like that, we got our new left tackle. He is, I mean, he's looking pretty good here. If we look at the roster again, obviously we have Charles Leno Jr. What I might honestly do is either move him or trade him because we honestly want Jonah Williams to be our starter. So, I mean, offensive line we're starting to slightly improve. I'm going to quickly go ahead and just trade him. I'll show you guys the compensation, and then we're going to go from there. So just quickly looking here, as you see the Kansas City Chiefs again, we're going to try to trade our left tackle, who's 31 years old, to the Chiefs. Their number one priority is left tackle. He's also a scheme fit for the Chiefs. I think this would be a perfect situation. I'm going to try to get a 3rd round pick from the Chiefs. So we got a 3rd round pick, and that should help us out a little bit. Just quickly looking at our picks here. 1st round pick, we traded for the 3rd. We have a 4th, 5th, 6th, and a 7th. We don't have many picks this year, but we're gonna try to work with it. We do have the number 14 overall pick in the draft, which is always a good thing. You love seeing it. It's not the best pick in the world, but hey, it's a top 15. We'll take it. We could potentially get a quarterback with that pick. If not, I'm definitely thinking that we need to address the offensive line, or the secondary, because looking at the secondary, we are struggling over here. So. It's going to be an interesting offseason. We're just going to go ahead and go to the draft, we're going to go ahead and go to the draft. So I'm having a stroke again, and we'll see who we can get. Okay, so just a few notable guys here. The Seahawks, apparently in Madden, they picked Will Anderson Jr. I just thought that was pretty interesting here. If we go to the next pick, we see that a corner was taken by the Lions, by the Lions. That's an interesting pick. I mean, they have Jared Goff, so... who did the Panthers pick? They have to go for a quarterback here, right? No quarterback. All right. The Colts could... Okay, so the Colts ended up getting Bryce Young. That's always good to see. I just want to get to the Texans, see who they pick. Because obviously, if we can, we're going to try to get a quarterback. CJ Stroud went to the Texans. Not looking too good. All right, we're going to go ahead and go to our pick and just see who's going to be available here. If we go to the player selection, let's just see who we have. So, obviously, first thing that we need to look at here, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, absolute talent. Not entirely sure if we want to go with him. If we look at the offensive line, what we need to address here is, first of all, the right guard. Looks like second to third round, third to fourth. Might want to go for him in the third round, try to go for a guy like that. Let's see if the corner's here. Okay, so we have Joey Porter. We have Keely Ringo. Both are really, really good corners. But I mean, with the spot that we're in, Will Levis is here. Let me just quickly compare the stats, because he's also a scheme fit. And so it looks like decent, good. What was his 40 time? 4.6. Okay, so we see, I mean, he's pretty fast. He definitely has elite throw power. He's a little bit more of a project guy. Looks like A, break sack, C, injury, that can always go up. B, and B. With B, you know what? Yeah, I think we're going to go with this guy. So, Will Levis, he is going to be the quarterback. He is normal dev. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get that up here. But we have our quarterback of the future. We're going to try to rock with him. And we'll see who else we can get after him. Okay, so with the pick that we got from the Chiefs, I'm just honestly thinking hopefully the right guard is still going to be here. Okay, so we do have a right guard. He's going in between the third and fourth round, which is perfect in our spot. Let's see here. He isn't a scheme fit, unfortunately, but does he have good? He has good strength. His bench was 31 reps. He did 34 at his pro day, so he's pretty strong. A lead block, B pass block. I think we're gonna have to go with him. Let's try getting him. Once again, another normal dev. You don't like to see it. I think at this point we're just gonna go ahead. I'll show you guys the draft summary, but we got our first round and our third round picks, and we're gonna go from there. Okay, so we just got through the draft. I picked the first like 3 picks, and then I just let the CPU take the rest of it. So let's go ahead and check to see who we got here at the draft recap. Obviously, the first 3 picks I got, all normal dev, but Will Levis is a 73 overall. Definitely a developmental type of a guy, but I'm curious to see what he's going to be able to do. We got a right guard who's a 72, not bad. He can just go ahead and step in as a starter here. We got a corner, that was the last actual pick that I made, another normal dev, but he's going to be a 72 overall. And just one thing I wanted to point out here, 98 speed, 97 acceleration. I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to cover Tyreek Hill. Love to see it. And then I don't think we took any middle linebackers or anything, so we're going to have to search through free agency, see what else we have, try to address that, and go from there. But, hey, Will Levis, we got our guy. He's a scheme fit, strong arm. Ron Rivera would be very happy if he got him. Obviously, he's a defensive coach, but I think with his obviously strong arm, he's going to be able to throw it pretty far to Terry McLaurin. If we see here, 76 accuracy deep, 76 medium, 79 short. It is -2 on almost everything but deep accuracy. 74 awareness with 80 throw on the run, 77 play action, 78 under pressure, and 84 break sack. And I'm pretty sure he can move a little bit with 85 speed, 83 acceleration. He's looking like a pretty good prospect here. I'm hoping we're going to go ahead and make him our team captain for now. Obviously, we do have Jacoby Brissett, but if the Commanders did draft Will Levis, which could happen if the quarterbacks all do go at certain times, I feel like the Commanders could possibly get Will Levis. But yeah, I mean, the draft isn't looking too bad here. I guess we should probably check free agency and just see what we got going on. Let me go ahead, go here. We're gonna have to advance next week. I mean, it's not terrible. We're at 81 overall across the board. We're gonna go ahead and quickly go to free agency, check to see who's at middle linebacker. I'm not expecting anybody great, but hopefully we can just get somebody who can just fill in. Okay, let's try this guy. Nick, I don't know how to say his last name. 30 years old, 73 overall, scheme fit. Wasn't asking for a whole lot. He'll do just fine. And yeah, so I think we do need a mentor. I'm thinking, okay, obviously not Cam. Tyrod Taylor. Sure, why not? We'll take Tyrod. He'll be our third string quarterback, and he's going to go ahead and try to help mentor our starting quarterback. So we're just going to go ahead, sim through preseason, get to the regular season. That's probably where we're going to end off the video. But, I mean, hey. Okay, so we're at the last week of the preseason, which is the bye week. I need to go ahead and cut 10 players. I feel like this is just kind of important. Obviously, we have Sam Howell here. He is 22 years old. We're just going to go ahead and, for right now, move him to the practice squad just to save a spot. But if you don't see him on the main roster, it's because he is going to be on the practice squad. He needs to be developed a little bit more to even be considered as a potential starter. This is where we're pretty much going to end off the video. We are at week 1 of the 2023 season. I guess just to kind of go over the roster before we end the video, obviously, what we cannot mistaken is the fact that we drafted Will Levis. Will Levis, the man, the myth, Mr. Man with the strong arm. He is going to be our starting quarterback going on. And so then, you know, obviously we have a pretty good receiving core with McLaurin, and we still have Curtis Samuel and Dotson here. I did sign Atkins, because we need a second tight end. I just picked him up in free agency. He's 31 years old. It's on a 1-year deal. Didn't think it was too big of a deal, no pun intended. Then obviously we got via trade with the 2nd and 5th round pick, Jonah Williams. He's going to be our left tackle. And then the rest of the offensive line looks pretty much the same. We did draft this new right guard. And then honestly, what I just kind of did was add depth to our team. Unfortunately, in the preseason, our star running back, or soon-to-be star running back, Brian Robinson, did get injured. He's going to be out for half the season, which is not great, but we do have Gibson. So, unfortunately, he's going to be gone for around 6 weeks of the season, but I can't wait for when he is back. Until then, though, looking at our defense, we didn't really address cornerback too much. We did sign this middle linebacker, and the AI did draft a new left outside linebacker for us. So, I mean, we got, how do you say his name? I forgot how to say his name, but Damonte Kazee, I'm pretty sure. We got him. I think the AI probably just signed him, but for 2023, it's possible that he could get signed by them. This is what we're rocking with. So we're an 81 overall. Special teams wise, I'm not going to change anything up. I just want to show you guys what we're rocking with here. Okay, well, anyway, so this is where we're going to finish off. Obviously, in the next video, if we get 3 likes on this video, we're going to be playing with Will Levis in our first, I guess, a game debut. The idea for this Let's Play is pretty much just play 2 games, sim 2 games, try to make it realistic, and just try to make the Commanders, like, actually feel like a genuine, legit NFL football team. Now that Dan Schneider's out, Elon Musk is in. He's going to try to fix this team and hopefully not burn down the organization, just like he's kind of burning down Twitter. But with that being said, please do make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. If you guys did enjoy, please do comment down below. Give me suggestions, and if you want to see any guys being traded, if you want me to get any people, if you think I should maybe start, you know, Jacoby over Will Levis, please do let me know. But turn on the bell notification. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.